This is Sharon Jessica James, and I'm going to explain why communication is a vital aspect in leadership. A leader is among one of the employees with exceptional skill sets, and in one situation or another, they have potential to step forward to take charge and mentor others who lack experience and skill set, and tries to inculcate skills by motivating them and help them in achieving the individual, team, and organizational targets. A leader should make sure that communication is continuous and also ensure appropriate use of both informal and formal approaches. It is a very good use of combination of both the informal and formal approach while communicating. Let's see what is leadership communication. Leadership communication is defined as inspiring and encouraging an individual or a group of systematic and meaningful sharing of information by using excellent communication skills. The core aspects approach includes writing and speaking. These are the individualized skills and are required to be expanded to lead and manage bigger groups or teams. An organization with leaders who are skillful enough to communicate responsibly and frequently with perfectly planned and dedicated communication policies to help to encourage not only employees but business partner and customers as well to trust on the organization. Leaders have to put all possible efforts with the help of the teams which encourage business partners to have faith in the organization leadership. By sharing essential information with employees, leaders can develop a culture of trust and can easily build associations with employees and other business channels that facilitate organizations to grow more rapidly.
Hey guys, this is Harsh. My department ID is 21 UVC 153. I'm here to talk about the barriers to effective leadership communication. So, first things first, what is communication? Communication is to transfer the message from one individual to another individual or to a group. What is effective leadership communication? Effective leadership communication is to transfer the message in a way that the receiver receives in its true spirit, or you can say meaning, motive, or intention. Coming back to the topic, what makes a good leader and what makes a poor one? A good leader communicates with compassion and values transparency, which is the most important aspect of communication. A poor leader may lack the skills required for effective leadership communication. A leader uses the communication as a weapon to share their knowledge with the people. And a leader may have everything clearly set in his mind, but do the people see it in the same manner? If not, why? To answer this question, let's understand what are the barriers to effective leadership communication. Basically, barriers to effective communication are anything that prevents or restricts people or especially leaders from delivering the right message. You might disagree with me in this point. You might say there is nothing called right message or a wrong message. The context for right message is the message intended to be delivered, and the context for wrong message is the misinterpreted message by the receiver. So, coming back to the topic again, the barriers to effective communication are classified into physical barriers, linguistic or language barriers, and emotional barriers. Physical barriers. Physical barriers separate us physically. A very good example that everyone can relate to is social distancing due to pandemic. Other examples include noise, geographical disturbances, technological disturbances, limited time or different time zones, etc. Linguistic barriers. Language is the medium through which communication takes place. Language in communication can be verbal or non-verbal. So, verbal communication is what I'm doing right now. It is done using words. And non-verbal communication can be done using gestures, signs, facial expressions, body language, etc. Absence of common language, accents, slang, choice and usage of words and phrases are few linguistic barriers to effective leadership communication. Finally, emotional barriers. An emotional barrier is a mental limitation. a mental limitation that restricts you from openly communicating your feelings, thoughts, and opinions. It restricts you from being your authentic self. For example, anger doesn't let you to think. Pride interferes with listening, and anxiety causes distraction. Apart from these major barriers, there are other barriers like leaders being resistant to change, lack of clarity, which is confusion, poor listening skills, absence of feedback mechanism, lack of transparency, lack of trust, etc. Thank you.